Warning: disturbing images and statements. View discretion is advised. Welcome to Seeker's Field. Today we are looking at the case of Gary Leon Ridgway, also known as the Green River Killer. This is the story of Gary Leon Ridgway, known to the world as the Green River Killer. With 49 confirmed murders, Ridgway ranks as one of the most prolific serial killers in American history. In this video, we will delve into his early life, the gruesome crimes he committed, and the pursuit of justice that finally caught up with him. Born on February 18, 1949 in Salt Lake City, Utah, Ridgway grew up as the troubled second son in a family of 5. His mother was described as domineering, and violent arguments between his parents were a common occurrence. We see glimpses of Ridgway's difficult childhood, marked by struggles with bedwetting until the age of 13, and constant humiliation at the hands of his mother, who would wash him after each incident. This experience, combined with his dyslexia and low IQ, shaped his troubled adolescence. Ridgway joined the United States Navy and served in the Vietnam War. It was during this time that he developed a disturbing pattern, frequent encounters with sex workers, which would eventually play a significant role in his horrific crimes. In the bustling city of Seattle, fear and panic gripped the community as young women started to vanish without a trace. News reports from the 1980s flashed across screens, showing the faces of victims who fell prey to one man's twisted desires. Most of Ridgway's victims were vulnerable, easy targets for his heinous crimes. They were street workers or runaways, easily lured in by his seemingly innocent picture of his son. But behind that facade was a monster lying in wait. One of Ridgway's victims was Wendy Lee Caulfield. Ridgway lured Wendy Lee Caulfield with promises of money and drugs before ultimately strangling her with his bare hands. Her life was tragically cut short, and she was reported missing in 1982. Her family mourned the loss of her bright spirit and the unfairness of her early death. Another victim was Deborah Lynn Bonner, who was last seen leaving a bar, navigating the difficult world of addiction and poverty. Ridgway targeted Deborah and used a ligature to strangle her, silencing her voice forever. Her disappearance added to the growing concerns about missing women in the area, as her loved ones searched for answers and justice. Cynthia Jean Hines was among the victims of Ridgway. Cynthia was a shy and vulnerable young woman who often found herself in dangerous situations. Ridgway took advantage of Cynthia's vulnerability and used his hands to strangle her, showing his predatory nature. She was reported missing in 1983, leaving her family and community heartbroken. Shirley Marie Sherrill was also one of the victims. Ridgway used a ligature to strangle Shirley, ending her bright future and adding to the growing fears about the safety of women in the community. As I delved into this case, I couldn't help but wonder how he managed to evade capture for so long. But the police had initially missed some crucial pieces of evidence, allowing him to continue his killing spree for years. The lack of a reliable database connecting him to the murders and limitations in forensic technology hindered progress. And even with Ridgway's prior run-ins with the law, a thorough investigation was not conducted. He was able to blend in smoothly with the community and prey on transient victims, making it difficult for authorities to piece together the puzzle. It wasn't until advancements in DNA analysis and a fresh look at the case in the early 2000s that Ridgway's true identity as a serial killer was uncovered. On November 30th, 2001, Ridgway was apprehended as he left work at the Kenworth Truck Factory in Renton, Washington. In a shocking turn of events, he entered a plea bargain, confessing to 48 murders in exchange for avoiding the death penalty. For many families, this plea bargain brought closure, but also unearthed a grim reality. Their loved ones' remains had been discarded like trash at dump sites. The chilling revelation only highlighted Ridgway's brutal nature and complex psychology. The investigation may have ended, but the scars left behind would never fully heal. Gary Ridgway's confessions unfolded over several months. His chilling revelations revealed him to be the most prolific American serial killer in history, admitting to at least 71 murders. His confessions exposed the disturbing details of his crimes, including his preference for targeting prostitutes because they were easy to pick up. He callously admitted to engaging in necrophilia with their bodies, further amplifying the horror of his actions. In the end, Ridgway was handed 49 life sentences without parole. These 3 women are classified as missing in the Green River homicides, and their cases remain open to this day. First off is Cassie Ann Lee, only 16 years old when she vanished on August 28, 1982. Her disappearance emanated from South 200th Street and 30th Avenue South, pretty close to Pacific Highway South. Next on the list is Kelly Kay McGinnis, an 18-year-old who disappeared on June 28, 1983 near South 216th Street and Pacific Highway South. Last on the list is Patricia Ann Osborne. She was just 19 years old when she was last seen on October 28, 1983, leaving from North 115th Street and Aurora Avenue North in Seattle, simply heading to a nearby restaurant. But the impact of Ridgway's crimes extended far beyond just his immediate victims. Families were left shattered, and the case sparked important conversations about the treatment of vulnerable women in our society. And although law enforcement continues to investigate and identify remains, the memory of these women will never be forgotten. As we reflect on this dark chapter in history, we are reminded of the dangers that can hide behind seemingly ordinary individuals like Ridgway. It is a cautionary tale that serves as a call to action, continuing to fight for justice and protection for those most vulnerable in our communities. Hey everyone, I want to take a moment to acknowledge that there are many more victims who endured unimaginable suffering at the hands of Gary Ridgway. Each of these individuals had their own stories and dreams, and while I can't cover every detail in this video, it's important to remember them. Thank you for watching. If you have any case suggestions, please share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. I appreciate your support.